Have you ever gone to buy new clothes and considered where they'd eventually end up or what the cost has been to the environment in producing them? If you're anything like us, the answer is rarely. And here we have our problem. Around £140 million worth of used but still wearable clothing goes to landfill in the UK every year. If nothing changes, demand for raw material is expected to triple by 2050. We decided something needs to drastically change in order to lower these statistics, and that's why we created Swizzle. Swizzle empowers consumers to create more sustainable fashion habits by creating a fun way to recycle unwanted clothes and swap them for free. Second to oil, the fashion industry is the largest polluter in the world. In 2019 alone, single-use outfits generated 94 million kilograms of waste, and 95% of those which ended up in landfill could have been recycled. As consumers of fashion, this information truly shocked our team, and we decided to focus our efforts on its single-use throwaway culture by providing alternatives with Swizzle. Sustainable fashion is an already saturated market, but these key statistics tell us that not enough is being done well enough to change habitual consumer behaviour. Our rapid research sprint highlighted that society places value on having the latest styles over sustainability. However, we also discovered that consumers are willing to change their purchasing habits to help reduce negative environmental impact. More than 1/3 of millennials and Gen Z consumers say they put an effort into finding clothes that are labelled as sustainable or environmentally friendly. However, our user research survey responses also highlighted that consumers are considerably lacking in tools and information so as to be able to do this well. They don't know what sustainability means, how to identify sustainable brands, or how to engage with fashion in a sustainable way.
We decided to review big players in the current market, such as Depop, Vinted and eBay. This, combined with further user research, told us that although they provided customers with easy ways to purchase second-hand clothing, the process of recycling their own clothes is boring, time-consuming and requires way too much effort, even though they're rewarded with a monetary gain. Some users also stated that the clothing resold on such apps isn't always financially accessible. For second-hand clothing, it is often priced above what consumers are willing to pay for it. For this reason, we initially decided to tackle and improve the recycling side of sustainable fashion with Swizzle. However, digging deeper led us to discover two direct competitors, Regain and Thrift. Regain allows users to send in unwanted clothes in return for discount coupons, whereas Thrift resells donated clothes on their online marketplace. For a brief moment, we thought about changing our angle. However, further research taught us that neither app has been particularly successful so far, showing us that rather than reframe our product, we needed to drastically improve what's already available by making a better user experience and combining features that already exist. Here we started collating findings from our rapid research sprint to paint a clearer picture of our target user, who is familiar with sustainability but doesn't know what that fashion can be sustainable too. We found users of fashion apps such as those we've mentioned tend to be either Gen Z or millennial. They're interested in the latest fashion trends and they spend their time reading blogs about them. They dislike complicated and long checkout processes while shopping online and time-consuming methods for recycling unwanted clothing. They usually browse clothes stores online and are likely to buy online too. They rely on their phones to provide the information they need, especially whilst on the go. They also use social media to find out about the latest fashion and would gain any inspiration from fashion bloggers and influencers. So, without further ado, let us introduce you to our user persona, Lucy. Lucy is a 25-year-old marketing manager who lives in Bristol. She occasionally uses apps such as Depop and eBay, but finds the process of selling online boring and time-consuming. She also loves online shopping, but often finds sustainable shopping expensive, even when buying clothes from second-hand apps, in comparison to fast fashion brands on the high street. She would therefore need incentivising in order to recycle clothes and shop sustainably. She doesn't really understand what being sustainable means, but is willing to learn and is open to learning about sustainable brands, should they be presented in a way that's easy and convenient to digest. Here is where Lucy meets Swizzle, and Swizzle solves her problem. Swizzle gives Lucy a convenient way to recycle unwanted clothes, a sustainable way to find new clothes, it makes sustainable fashion financially accessible, it provides Lucy with information about which brands are sustainable, and last but not least, it's fun to use, therefore encouraging habitual use and helping to change long-term behaviour. So, the Swizzle solution is clothes in full circle. How does Swizzle accomplish all of this for Lucy? In a nutshell, Lucy is able to send her unwanted clothes to be recycled quickly and easily. She's rewarded by receiving Swizzle coins, which incentivises her and makes the process fun and rewarding. Lucy can spend the Swizzle coins in the Swizzle marketplace or on sustainable brand discounts, making sustainable and circular fashion easy and financially accessible. But that was just an overview, so let's go into further detail.
So how does Swizzle work? User research highlighted that one of the biggest issues for users is convenience. That's why Swizzle offers a simple, straightforward way to donate. Lucy orders a free donation bag, fills it with unwanted clothes, and sends it back for free by attaching a pre-filled returns label and dropping it at any post office. Her clothes are then added to the Swizzle marketplace, where they'll feature for 1 week before then being recycled if not purchased. This makes the process of recycling unwanted clothes easy, convenient, and hassle-free, something our user research highlighted as being a big factor for encouraging sustainable behaviour. Lucy receives rewards for donating clothes in the form of Swizzle coins, a virtual currency she can exchange for other donated clothing on the marketplace or for discounts with our affiliated sustainable brand partners. Her goal setting becomes implicit in the products that she desires to purchase on the marketplace. That is, she must earn enough Swizzle coins to purchase her desired product while it remains available. She can see how many Swizzle coins she has in her app wallet. This means staying fashionable is financially sustainable, and Lucy is able to contribute to the circular economy, helping to reduce the fashion industry's environmental impact. We've made it easy for customers to buy and sell second-hand clothing. Nearly 1 in 2 users prefer fresh new arrivals every time. That's why the clothing donated to the Swizzle marketplace is featured for 1 week only, before being responsibly recycled. Lucy can bid on these items using her Swizzle coins. Research has shown that the positive emotions elicited by this type of challenge and success is what assists in creating long-term habitual change. Coupled with the fact that the item is only available for a short time frame, creates a sense of urgency and fun. It also means that all clothes have a chance of going to another home, facilitating a circular model where garments can be used for as long as possible. Extra Swizzle features include a profile page, which acts as a tool to afford a sense of community where Lucy can connect with other users and refer friends in return for Swizzle coin rewards. As per our research findings, including gamification aspects such as user achievements and displaying the user's total amount recycled, increases social comparison and creates effective motivational feedback, increasing enjoyment, excitement, and interest. Swizzle's daily education bonus creates another avenue to earn Swizzle coins. Swizzle is dedicated to changing the status quo and challenging the culture of ever-changing fashion, and users can earn Swizzle coins through a daily education bonus. All they have to do is watch a short educational clip about sustainability and the environment. This feature emphasises individual development and progress, driving Swizzle's engagement over a long period of time, as individuals can apply learning to real-world scenarios.
We've partnered with brands who strive to do more to reduce their carbon footprint, so users can get to know the brands who matter the most. Swizzle works with sustainable brand partners who provide offers and discounts for our users. These brands pay Swizzle to get featured because they want to connect with our customers looking to make an impact with their fashion habits. We carefully select the brand using a Fashion Transparency Index, which comprises 239 indicators covering different social and environmental topics. Swizzle also makes money through its in-app advertisements, and we have incorporated Google Ads into our revenue model as a secondary revenue source. Gen Zs have a totally new mindset about clothing consumption. The next generation have more circular fashion habits, and there is no better time for Swizzle to launch than now. By 2030, the second-hand marketplace is expected to be 2 times bigger than the fast fashion. Swizzle makes sense for millennials and Gen Z users who are more interested in second-hand clothing purchases and buying from sustainable fashion brands. We tested Swizzle with a 4-point analysis model, and it scored 4 out of 5 overall for usability, appearance, trust, credibility and loyalty, providing the need for Swizzle in the market. Users highlighted the importance of the profile features, and so iterating and testing this again before finalising the app in development is a logical next step. Having validated the concept, we love to focus on amplifying Swizzle's impact for change by developing our in-app education features further, so we can not only help our users look great, save time and money, but also we can help them lower their carbon footprint and live more sustainably.
So far, we have a skeleton of the app. We have a project folder structure and navigation menu loader, which enables scalability of the app so we can add as many pages and features as it needs. All commonly used elements like buttons, form inputs, text, etc. have their own templates, making these elements reusable and easily editable. If a template is edited, all elements within the app that are created according to this template are changed automatically. The majority of functional elements like forms are prepared for connection to the database and will need no changes to work correctly with the one.
We hope you've enjoyed our pitch, and we'd love for you to join our endeavours in creating a fun way for consumers to change unsustainable habitual behaviour. We're passionate about Swizzle and believe it could be a huge contributor in helping to change the landscape of sustainable fashion by making it easy, fun and accessible.